All right. Right. So showing you how they got this equation. So from our equation for the gradient of a line, m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If I wanted to make, if I cross multiply, so this is implied, that is over 1. So m for this, if I'm doing cross multiplication, and then y2 minus y1. Okay. So this is just regular cross multiplication, right? So I end up with y2 minus y1 is equal to m multiplied by x2 minus x1. However, this formula right here is used. Can you mute your mic, please? All right. Okay, right. y2 minus y1 is equal to m by x2 minus x1. But this formula, it only uses one coordinate. So just take up this, take up this. And that's why we have y minus y1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x1. That's just how they came across the equation. And I showed you that to help with your understanding, right? So y minus y1 in this case is 3, so we put the 3 there, is equal to m is the gradient, and we said the gradient is 5. 5 on the brackets, we have x minus x1. x1 in this case is 2. So that's why we have here y minus 3 is equal to 5 in brackets x minus 2. We expand these brackets here. So 5 by x, 5x, and 5 by minus 2 is minus 10. That's why we have y minus 3 is equal to 5x minus 10. We add 3 on both sides. So that's why we have here now y is equal to 5x minus 7. Everybody understands this?
Yes.
Okay. I need at least one more person to answer so I can move on.
Yeah, miss.
All right. Second method. Like I said, there are 2 methods, whichever one you want to do. So the first and second step is the same. Identify your x and your y values, coordinates. So x1 is 2, y1 is 3. Step 2, identify or calculate the gradient. In this case, the gradient was given, so all you have to do is identify. M is equal to 5. Third step for this one now, this is where it changes. Using the general equation of a line, remember it's y is equal to mx plus c, calculate the value of c. Let me show you this. Y is equal to mx plus c. Y in this case is 3, so that's why we put the 3 there, is equal to m. M is the gradient, and we said that is 5. So that's why we have 5 here. 5 multiplied by x, our x value in this case is 2, plus c. And all we have to do now is find the c. So that's transposing. So 3 is equal to 5 by 2 is 10 plus c. And that's why we have c is equal to minus 7. So now rewriting this using the general equation, y is equal to m is 5, x, and c is minus 7. So that's why we put the minus 7 there. Same answer, y is equal to 5x minus 7, y is equal to 5x minus 7. Everybody understands the both methods?
Yes, miss.
Like I said, you choose whichever one you want to do. You wouldn't get marks deducted for that. All right, so let's try these now. So I want you to find, okay, we'll go through this together. So the equation of the line, say my point, they gave you the point minus 1, 3, and then they told you that the gradient, so m, is equal to 2. All right, first step, identify my x and y values, x and y. So x1 in this case is equal to minus 1, and y1 is equal to 3. The second step is to identify or calculate the gradient. They already gave us the gradient, and that's why I could just write m is equal to 2. So using the first method that I showed you just now, the equation to find the formula to find the equation of the line is y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. So that's why in this case I would write, we put back the y minus y1 plus 3 is equal to m. M is 2 in this case, so that's why you put the 2 there. In brackets x, you put back the x minus x1. x1 is minus 1, so that's minus minus 1. Don't let them trick you. Minus minus 1. So y minus 3 is equal to 2. And in brackets, now we have x plus 1. We're continuing up here. So y minus 3 is equal to, we could expand these brackets. So that's y minus 3. 2 by x is 2x. And 2 by plus 1 is 2. So that's why we have plus 2. Now this is transposition, so we could make y the subject of the formula. We add 3 on both sides, and that's why the answer, that's a therefore sign. That's why the answer is equal to 2x. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 5. So if they had asked me for the equation of the line with this point and this gradient, my answer would be y is equal to 2x plus 5. Everybody understands that?
Yes, miss.
Okay, I need at least one more person to answer.
Yes, miss.
All right. So that was the first method. Let's just do the second method. Hold on. Right. So, second method. Remember, that's using the general equation for any straight line. So that's y is equal to mx plus c. I know that y in this case is 3, so I just put back the 3 there. M is 2, so I put my 2. X minus 1 plus c. You're looking for c. So that's 3. 2 by minus 1 is minus 2 plus c. Minus 2, add 2 on both sides, and that's how we get c is equal to 5. Now, using the general equation of a straight line, we could put y is equal to mx. In this case, m is 2. M is 2. So we put 2x, and c is 5 plus 5. And it's the same answer. All right, so looking at the both methods, which one do you prefer? The first one or the second one? It doesn't matter, I just want to know. Which one do you prefer, the second or the first? First or second?
The first one.
First one, so that's 2 for the first one. Anybody else? Anybody for the second one? All right. Well, we'll be doing this one. Okay, so now I have, oh gosh, now I have this point. So say they gave me 7 minus 2 as my first point, and then they gave me the gradient is equal to 3. Okay, so find the equation of the line and tell me what you get.
Yes, I got an answer.
All right, what you get?
Y equals 3x minus 22.
So we have one answer.
Sorry, y equals 3x minus 23.
All right, 23. Anybody else got this answer? Anybody?
Excuse me, what's the first number in the brackets?
7. Sorry.
Okay.
That's a 7. So anybody else got this answer in green? Anybody? Nobody? All right, let me just do it then. So first we identify our x and our y. Can anybody tell me what's x1 and what's y1?
X1 is 7 and y1 is negative 2.
Negative 2. Nice. Step 2. We need to identify or calculate the gradient. In this case, they gave it to us. So anybody tell me what's the gradient? Then we use the formula right up here. Y minus y1 is equal to m in brackets x minus x1. We leave the y minus y1 is minus 2. So that's minus minus 2. Don't let them trick you. M, we said that's 3. So we put the 3 right there. Put back the x minus x1, 7. A minus and a minus is a plus. Y plus 2. We could expand these brackets. So it's 3x. 3 by minus 7 minus 21. Minus 2 from both sides to get y by itself. So y is equal to 3x minus 23. And that's why this answer is correct. Everybody understands?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Cool. And that's probably the hardest it will get to if they ask you to find the equation of a line. So, yeah. Right. I have 2 more questions for you. Right. So, this time I'm giving you 2 points. So, my first point, let's name this P. P is 1, that's a 1, 2, and then I have Q. Point Q is 5, 8. 5, 8. So now I want you to find the equation of the line PQ. Let me know what you get. Those are the steps right here. Anybody has an answer yet?
Yes, miss. I have y equals 2x.
Y is equal to 2x. Anybody else got this answer?
Yes, miss.
So I have 2 at this answer. Anybody else? All right, that's good. Okay. So
Yes, I got it.
wait, repeat that. Somebody said something. Okay. All right. So the first step, identify x and y. I want p to be my x1 and my y1. So x1 is 1 and y1 is 2. Is 2. And I want this one to be q to be my x2 or my y2. So x2 is equal to 5 and my y2 is equal to 8. Next step, step number 2, identify or calculate m. In this case, they did not give us m, so we have to calculate it. Remember, formula for the gradient, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 in this case is 8. Remember, it's interchangeable. So I wanted y2 to be 8. And y1 is 2 over x2, my x2 is 5, minus x1, 1. 8 minus 2, 6. 5 minus 1, 4. 6 and 4 could be reduced to 3 and 2.
Yes, miss. I made a mistake there. So the answer wrong.
All right. So before we finish it, you want to give me your answer now?
I don't, that's not it.
All right. I would wait.
Y is equal to 3 on 2x plus 1/2.
Hold on, repeat that, please.
I got y is equal to 3 on 2x plus 1/2.
2x. This? That's what you got?
Yeah, miss. I got that same thing.
All right.
Yes, miss.
Right, so my gradient is 3 and 2. Good. I need to erase some of this now. So I could erase it, right? Everybody? I need to erase this. Need space.
Yeah, miss. Good.
All right. Mhm. Right. So in this case, because we have 2 points, I could choose either one. So I could choose P to sub into this formula, or I could choose Q. Does not matter, your preference. Let me just use P because it has these smaller values. So Y is equal, minus Y1 M. Let me put it up here. M was 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Go back my X minus X1 is 2. Yes. y minus 2 is equal to 3 on 2. We can expand these brackets. So 3 on 2 times x. And 3 on 2 minus 2. I mean, by minus 2. Straight. Oh, something up here. Trying to. That's different. Okay.
Excuse me, wouldn't the x1 be 1?
Right. Thank you. Okay, let me just put the change. Right. So now we add 2 on both sides. That's 3 on 2x minus 3 on 2 plus 2. Plus a half. That's why this answer is correct. Everybody understands that? Yes, no? Anybody did the second method? Yes, no? Okay. All right. Okay, last question. I have 2 points. This is A and B. So my A is minus 1, 2, and B is minus 3, minus 4. I want you to find the equation of AB. So first listen to answer again.
Miss,
Yeah.
the other question, how did you get a half?
A half. Why did I get a half? Okay, so you have a calculator with you now? You have a calculator with you?
No.
Oh, that's probably why. So it was y minus 2 is equal to 3 on 2x minus 3 on 2. So transpose, I add 2 on both sides to get rid of this 2 here, so I can get 1 by itself. So that's plus 2 plus 2. What I end up with, y is equal to 3 on 2x minus 3 on 2 plus 2. If you punch this into your calculator, that's minus 1.5 plus 2, which is equal to 0.5. And 0.5 is a half. And that's why we have 3 on 2x plus a half. You understand that now? If you don't, I'll explain it again. You understand?
Yeah, I understand that.
All right. Anybody has an answer for me for this one?
Miss, I got y is equal to 3x plus 3.
All right, so we have somebody with y is equal to 3x plus 3. Anybody else? Anybody else got this answer or a different answer? Okay, let's just go through this now. So I want this to be my x1 and y1, and b to be my x2 and y2. So x1 is equal to -1, and y1 is equal to 2. B, I want my x2 to be equal to -3, and I want my y2 to be equal to -4. Formula, I'll keep writing it so we remember it. M is equal to y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. Subbing in my values, y2 in this case is -4 minus on y1, 2, divided by x2 in this case is -3 minus -1 minus -1. So that's equal to -4 minus 2 minus 3. A minus and a minus is a plus, +1. So -4 minus 2 minus 6. A -3 plus 1 minus 2. Negative cancel. So you get positive, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. And that's how our gradient is 3. Everybody understands that? Before we continue.
Yes, miss.
Hold on there. Right, so let me write the next formula so we remember using the first method. So y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Y, we put back the y. y1 is 2. We said m was 3. Put back the x. And x1 is -1, so that's minus -1. Y minus 2 is equal to 3. X minus and a minus is a plus, so that's +1. We could expand those brackets to get y minus 2 is equal to 3x plus 3. Because 3 by 1 is 3. Now you add 2 on both sides to get rid of the 2, the -2. 3x plus 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3x plus 5. Everybody understands why it's 5 and not 3? Yes? No?
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay. All right, so those are the examples we just did. So the equation of a horizontal line. General equation of a horizontal line, which is perpendicular to the y-axis or parallel to the x-axis. The equation, you know how we just said general equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. If the line is horizontal, here is, if the line is horizontal, it's just y is equal to c. Remember, c is the y-intercept wherever it cuts the y-axis. So I wanted to show you how it's perpendicular and how it's parallel. So the red lines, this red line to the bottom here, I'm using the middle. This red line to the bottom here, that's my line. So say that's line PQ. So there's P and there's Q. So there's my line PQ. And this other red line is my x-axis. This is my x-axis. So I just put the two of them in red to show you that this horizontal line is parallel to the x-axis. So everybody sees how it's parallel. The red line to the bottom is our line, and then the other red line is the x-axis. So all I wanted to show you is how the horizontal line is parallel to the x-axis. So you see how it's parallel? Two red lines.
Yes, miss.
Right. And then I also said that it is perpendicular to the y-axis. Look at the green, this vertical line here in the center, that's my y-axis. And this here, this is still my line. So I wanted to name it PQ. That's my line PQ. So you can see PQ on the y-axis. Oh my. Anyways, make a 90-degree angle. So that's why they are perpendicular. So you see how they're perpendicular to each other? Yes, no, you don't see it. Just look at the green. All right, because they might not always say, what's the equation of a horizontal line? No, they might say, what's the equation of the line perpendicular to the y-axis? Or what's the equation of a line parallel to the x-axis? And you have to know that that's also known as a horizontal line, and this is the equation. Let me show you. Look at the image below and state the equation of the line. So remember, the general equation of a horizontal line, y is equal to c. C, y-intercept is the y-intercept, and the y-intercept is where the line cuts y-axis. So looking at this graph here, but this is the red line, yeah? The red line is the line we're looking at. That's our line. Can you tell me what's the general equation of this line? Look at where it cuts the y-axis. This is my y-axis. Look at where it cuts the y-axis. And tell me what's the equation of this line. Y is equal to what?
Y is equal to -5.
Y is equal to -5. Good job. So yeah, good job. They could have asked you what's the equation of the horizontal line, or what's the equation of the line perpendicular to the y-axis? Perpendicular. Or what's the equation of the line parallel to the x-axis? Parallel. Right. So that's how you do it. Everybody understands that, right? Well, we
Yes,
got
miss.
-5.
Okay.
All right. They could also ask you for the equation of a vertical line. A vertical line is perpendicular to the x-axis and parallel to the y-axis. And now the equation is no longer y is equal to c. Now it's x is equal to c. So my vertical line is this. Oh my. Yeah, just pretend that's a straight line. And that's AB. Say this line AB. And this here is my y-axis. And you can see both of them are parallel. Look at the red lines to show you that it's parallel. Vertical line parallel to y-axis. Y-axis line, they are parallel. They do not meet. Understand? Everybody seeing how it's parallel? Let me erase this nonsense. Everybody seeing how it's parallel? Look at the two red lines. Yeah?
Yes, miss.
Okay. And how on the vertical line perpendicular to the x-axis. This horizontal line here is my x-axis, and this line here is still my AB. They make a 90-degree angle, and that's why they're perpendicular. Okay? So look at the image below and state the equation of the line. So we're looking at this vertical line here. Remember, the equation of the line, of the vertical line, x is equal to c. So looking at this is my x-axis. Can you tell me what's the equation for this line, for this vertical line? X is equal to what?
8.
8. Right. In this case, C is just a constant on the x-axis. Right. Erase. Okay, so everybody understands this, right? Because I need to do something with you now, something else with you.
Yes, miss.
All right, so we don't have enough time now, so leave and redo it.